Hi book friends, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. This is the mid-year freak out book tag. 2025 is halfway over, so here is just a little check-in to see what my reading has been like for the first 6 months of the year. The best book so far. I have 2 for this, and actually I've had quite a few 5-star reads, and so it was kind of hard for me to choose. The first one is Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson. This is a short little romance book with a surprise ending. There is body horror involved, and it's absolutely glorious. And this one I would have given 6 stars if I could have. Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I've heard so many mixed reviews on this, and I do have a separate reading vlog video for this on my channel if you're interested. This is dystopian. I can't say enough good things about this. Best sequel. Both of the books that I have for this are not direct sequels. They're not books 2 in the series, but they are in the series, so I'm considering them a sequel. The first one is Fearless, which is the 3rd book in the Powerless trilogy. And the other one is the newest installation in the Hunger Games series, Sunrise on the Reaping. Both of these had me gripped from beginning to end. Sunrise on the Reaping was so emotional. I know I'm going to cry when the movie comes out. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what is done in the rest of this series. Same thing goes for Fearless. At the end of Fearless, I thought there is so much more room to expand on this universe, following different characters, following different situations. There is another novella that is coming out, and I hope there will be some more full-length novels in this universe in the future. A new release that was released in 2025 that I have not read yet. I have many on this list, but the 2 that popped up in my mind when I was looking at my list are Firebird and Our Infinite Fates. Firebird is absolutely gorgeous. It was definitely a cover buy. And I've heard so many good things about Our Infinite Fates, and I love books about multiple timelines, multiple lifetimes, time travel, any kind of situation that messes with space and time. Your most anticipated reads for the second half of the year, that would be Ali Hazelwood's sequel to Bride, which is called Mate, and the sequel to Quicksilver, which is Brimstone. Biggest disappointment in 2025 is a book that has been on my radar for a couple of years. And I'm so glad that I listened to this from the library and didn't spend any of my own money on it. And that's Our Wives Under the Sea. Like I said, I have heard so many good things about it. The plot, the premise, the storyline sounded so intriguing. And I think I gave it less than 3 stars. I was not impressed. I really did not understand it. Biggest surprise. That would have to be Dungeons and Drama. This is just a quick little nerdy romance. It's not spicy. It follows 2 high school students and all of their nerdy friends. But I cried at the end of this, actual tears. And that was definitely a big surprise. Favorite new to you author? I have a lot of those in 2025, but the one that I'm going to talk about in this video is Adrienne Young, because I just finished this 2 days ago, The Unmaking of June Farrow. I had not planned on reading this book. This was not on my TBR, but my In Real Life book club chose it for their June read, and I'm so glad they did, and I will definitely be reading other things by her in the future. Fictional crush. I don't get fictional crushes that often, so I would have to say, of everything that I've read in 2025, I did just finish the 2nd book in the Stormlight Archives. I've read the first 2 this year, and I just love me some Kaladin. I also love me some Adeline. So he's a close second. And I do feel an affinity towards Syl as well. There are so many characters in that series that I just love so much. Favorite character. This one was really hard. So I'm going to say that my first #1 favorite character is actually a side character. And that's Carrion from Quicksilver. Here is some fan art that somebody did of him, and this is my favorite scene with him in the entire book. I really hope we get more of Carrion in Brimstone. He was so funny, and I really wish there were more of him in the book. I also have to mention Shallan from the Stormlight Archives. I love books about smart women, and she is the smartest of the smart. The next characters that I want to talk about, I don't have a specific favorite character, but the book A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers is just filled with the most endearing, heartwarming characters, and their friendships and their relationships with each other are so cozy. It gives you the cozy vibes. This is a cozy sci-fi. So everybody who is on this ship, even the ones who are a little bit disagreeable, I absolutely loved. Books that made me cry: Sunrise on the Reaping. I boo-hooed through most of that book. And also, like I said, Dungeons and Drama. It is not easy to make me cry in a book, especially like actually tears running down my face, and both of those nailed it this year. A book that made me happy, that's First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I was literally kicking my feet reading this book. To me, it was the perfect rom-com. And there's 3 more books coming out in this series. I will definitely be picking up more books by B.K. Borison. The most beautiful book that you have gotten this year, and that is hands down Shield of Sparrows. This was a cover buy. It has this really stupid sticker on it. Cattail. Coffee break. I picked this up on release day knowing nothing about it, but the sprayed edges and the cover were too gorgeous to pass by. And then I started to see all the hype about it, and of course I had to read it. This was a 5-star read, and it's super beautiful. And the books that I need to read by the end of the year. So here is my graphic, actually multiple graphics, of all of the books that are on my physical and on my Kindle TBR. That's a lot. I won't get to them. I definitely won't get to them. There's actually more on the list than is shown right here. I do want to start a couple more series this year. What sticks out in my mind is Darker Shade of Magic series, the Greenbone Saga. I would like to start some Robin Hobb this year. Possibly a Joe Abercrombie book. We'll see. 2025 so far has been a great year. I am on track to meet my goal in September, and I can't wait to see what the rest of 2025 brings. Until next time, happy reading.